What's up, YouTube? It's Anthony and Rumble / 8 Hour Productions here. Whew. Okay, let me try to breathe. It's gonna be a new type of video. Basically, I'm gonna be predicting what's gonna happen in Spider-Man No Way Home. So basically, my predictions of things that will happen in the movie, certain character plot points, certain things that I think are gonna happen. So potential spoilers here. This is just what I think. But, you know, you never know. Like, I could say something that could, like, really be true. So, like, if you're someone that, okay. If you're someone that, like, that doesn't like hearing spoilers or, like, theories or stuff like that, then you might want to click off this video. Okay, so, first prediction. I predict that, the spell that, basically, the spell that Strange and Peter are going to be doing, I'm predicting that it's not going to work. We've seen in very many, like, TVs. If you've seen some of the new TV spots, you see spoilers here, so if you don't want to hear about this, don't just click off the video. But we see Peter talking to, he's on, like, a Jumbotron, and he's talking to the world, basically telling the world that to root him on. So I think that the spell isn't going to work, resulting in, of course, the multiverse villains, you know, coming through, you know, multiversal rifts or whatever. Say the spell will not work. It's Spider-Man messed up this time. So, on to number 2. And this has been rumored too, so this isn't something that I'm just like coming up with. I think we're gonna see Charlie Cox as Matt Murdock from Daredevil. However, I don't think we'll see him suit up as Daredevil. I think he'll just be Matt Murdock. I feel like, and if you don't know, Kevin Feige just confirmed that he's gonna show up again. So I think that we're gonna see Matt Murdock in Spider-Man No Way Home, and possibly to open the door for like a future, you know, team up between Daredevil and Spider-Man. But I think in this movie, I think it'll just be Matt Murdock. I don't think we'll see Daredevil or of any kind. I feel like we're going to see a little bit of where they kind of have been. I feel like maybe we could potentially see, one of my predictions is I think we're going to see Emma Stone come back as Gwen Stacy, but not Gwen Stacy. I think she's going to come back as a variant of Gwen Stacy on the MCU, and I think the way it'll go down is like Andrew will kind of be like walking maybe, and he just kind of sees her. But it's not Gwen, mind you, it's obviously a variant of her. But that's the theory that I have. I think we could see also Toby's. I gotta breathe. We could see Toby's Kirsten Dunst as MJ from the Raimi films. I think we'll probably see her possibly. I feel like, I don't know. She's been doing interviews and stuff, so like, I don't know. I feel like she's gonna be in the movie. So yeah. I feel like we'll see it. So basically, we'll see like characters from the Raimi and the Mark Webb additional characters from that those movies. Okay, so another one. I think in this movie we're gonna find out who bought the Avengers Tower. And I'm predicting that it's that it was Oscorp. I would say Fantastic Four, but the reason I'm not picking Fantastic Four is because, one, they haven't been introduced yet. I don't see them introducing the Fantastic Four in No Way Home. Like, there's already so much going on. Like, I feel like if they showed up, it's like, if they would just show up and leave, it wouldn't really make any sense. So, I think it'll definitely be Oscorp. I feel like we're gonna see the beginning of the Osborns starting to come into the MCU. I feel like of course with Willem Dafoe's. But I think eventually we'll see like the MCU version of like Harry Osborn and like maybe like the MCU version of Norman Osborn. So I feel like the Osborns are gonna start kind of coming into the MCU in No Way Home. So yeah. Another point. I feel like another theory that I have. This is a big one. So this is a theory. I don't know if anyone. I don't know if I'm the only one that says this, but if I'm the only one, and it ends up being true, like I said it. So I'm just putting it out there. Okay, so this is my theory. So I think in this movie we're gonna start to see what happened to Uncle Ben, Tom Holland's Uncle Ben. The reason I say this is because of two reasons. One, in if you watch the animated show What If, in the Marvel Zombies episode, there's a scene where Spiderman is talking to Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, and he mentions Uncle Ben as one of the people that have died. He even mentions his parents. I feel like that's a big sign that's like, okay, like they're not afraid to mention Uncle Ben. And the second thing is also, I feel like Toby and Andrew's characters are so heavily influenced by Uncle Ben that there's no way that if they're in the movie, there's no way that they don't mention Uncle Ben at all to Tom. I feel like okay, this is gonna be wild, but I feel like Uncle Ben will be mentioned by either Toby or Andrew. Either they'll mention them to him, or, and this is my theory, and I hope this is true. So my theory is that Tobey Maguire is a variant of Uncle Ben. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm the only one that said this, but I feel like that's a theory that I've had ever since I first started hearing about Tom Holland was saying that, like, oh, Tobey Maguire will be good as Uncle Ben, and it makes sense because think about it. Tobey Maguire, he's old enough to be like, I think probably old enough to be Tom Holland's uncle, and I feel like it would just add a lot of emotional weight. I feel like that's my theory. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't. But yeah, I feel like Uncle Ben is going to be referenced. He's gonna be name dropped. They'll probably go into what happened, how he affected Peter. I feel like Peter hasn't been talking about it maybe because he probably feels like a certain type of way about it. But yeah, I think that theory. I feel like that's my theory, and if it's wrong, it's wrong. Whatever. But yeah. Okay, so now Sinister Six villains. So as we know, there's only 5 villains that we know of. There's Dr. Octopus, Green Goblin, Electro, Sandman, and I almost said Vulture. What's the last one? Oh, and the Lizard. So as for the final and 6th member, I think it's gonna be Venom. I feel like it's gonna be Venom because I feel like the end credit scene of Venom Let There Be Carnage, if you haven't seen it, spoilers here, but he is on the MCU Earth now. I feel like it's a huge missed opportunity if they don't have him a part of the Sinister Six. And you're probably saying like, oh, well, no, he wouldn't. Venom's like a good guy. Eddie Brock's a good guy. But if you think about it, so is Dr. Octopus and the Lizard and Sandman. They all at the end of their arcs in the Raimi movies, they weren't bad guys. They just they ended up becoming good. So I feel like it'll be driven by like the fact of him not, because you think about it, Venom's on the run, so it's like I just don't think either way Venom's gonna be in No Way Home. That's the only one that I can think of, because it's like I don't see it being Mysterio, which that's a rumor one. Because why would Mysterio? It wouldn't make sense for him to really be a part of the Sinister Six. I mean, yeah, unless it was like Tom Holland's villains, but like they're all Toby and Andrew's villains, so it's like, why would he? Unless he's like the evil mastermind behind it, but that wouldn't make any sense. I don't know, but I think it's gonna be Venom. I know there was leaked photos of it being Rhino from Amazing Spider-Man 2. Honestly, at first I was kind of iffy about that, but I'll be okay with it now. As long as there's 6 members, I'd be okay with it, I guess. I'm not a fan of the big mecha Rhino though. I didn't really like that, but yeah, I think that's gonna happen. Okay, so another theory. So as you all know, there's gonna be a big death. They've been teasing it real heavily. There's gonna be a big death in this movie. Spider-Man's gonna lose a lot in this movie. So there's a couple of theories that people have. A lot of people have been saying it's gonna be Happy. Pretty much any of his supporting characters they've pretty much said that it could be any of them. So personally, now of course, in the trailer we see that MJ is like falling, and it looks like she's gonna die. It's seems kind of like a callback to like Amazing Spider-Man 2 with Gwen. I don't think she's gonna die though. I feel like she's gonna get saved. Actually, that's a theory that I have in a little bit that I'm gonna talk about. But as for the big death, I think it's going to be Aunt May. The reason I say this is because of 2 reasons. One, she has died in the comics, so it's not like a new thing, like a brand new, I feel like it's gonna be Aunt May. It could be Happy, but I feel like they're making it seem like it's a really big death, and no offense to Happy Hogan, I just don't think it would be that big of a deal if it was Happy. I feel like if it was Aunt May, now that would be like, that would be tough. I feel like for Peter, and then it would give him motivation to go into like the final battle. So I think it's gonna be Aunt May. As much as I like Aunt May, but yeah, I think it's gonna be Aunt May. All right, so another one. I think that J. Jonah Jameson. I feel like there's gonna be a scene with Tobey Maguire and J.K. Simmons, where he kind of calls out like, "Oh wait, you kind of look just like my J. Jonah Jameson." I feel like that would be another thing that would be another cool joke it could do, like the fact that literally J.K. Simmons plays J. Jonah Jameson in the MCU and in the Raimiverse. So that could be another thing. If you see, there's a part in the trailer where at the end, Strange is like, "Oh, I can't stop them from coming through," and you kind of see like the skies, like there's cracks in the sky, and it kind of looks similar to in What If, when the Watcher was watching Infinity Ultron, that all the cracks in the like multiversal rift or whatever. I think at that point, I feel like that's gonna lead directly into Multiverse of Madness. I feel like the stage is already set. I feel like this whole thing with the spell is one of the things that causes the events of Doctor Strange 2. Strange is gonna have a lot of mess to clean up. I think we might even. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a cameo from Spider-Man in Doctor Strange 2, at least for a little bit. But yeah. Okay, so another one is another theory I have. Not really a theory, but it's also kind of a rumor. I don't claim to make some of these up, but basically, one of them is that Bruce Banner's Hulk will show up, or Mark Ruffalo's Hulk is going to show up either in the end credit scene or something. The reason I say this is because he was spotted, I think, with one of the actors or the directors, like during when they were filming. and they were having like a lunch or something. It would be cool. I feel like it would be cool like if he was in like an ad credit scene for some reason. Maybe like him meeting Peter. Cause they've met like in the canon, like they have met. In What If this past year, they met in the Marvel Zombies episode, but it was animated and it wasn't actually Tom Holland doing the voice for Peter. So I want to see them meet in live action. So okay, so I feel like in this movie, this is gonna be the last movie of him like in high school. I think they've already said this because I think we're gonna get that animated show Spider-Man freshman year is gonna be like in high school, like his early high school days. So we'll get more of him in high school. But I think the next trilogy is gonna be in him in college. Yeah. So I don't think I think he's done with high school after this. I feel like in college that there's gonna be more. He'll probably meet like Harry. I think in the comics, I think he doesn't meet Harry till like college anyway. I feel like it's gonna be college. Yeah. Alright, so this isn't really a theory, but like, I think Tom Holland, or like the director, they came out and they said that, originally the villain was gonna be Kraven the Hunter for the movie. And like, that would have been so awesome. Like, I feel like that's what, and I could tell like they were setting that up because at the end of Far From Home, I was like, okay, so this is what they're doing. Like, this is pretty big. Like, Spider-Man's identity is like, so basically since his identity is revealed, whoever is like Scorpion from the end of Homecoming, any other villain that wanted to know who he is now, it knows who he is now. So it's like, I feel like even if they didn't have the multiverse story, Spider-Man, the third Spider-Man movie, I feel like the story would have been still good, because you would have had like most of his villains trying to go after him and him on the run. I think Kraven would have been awesome. I feel like Kraven would have definitely worked. We haven't seen him in live action yet. I would have liked it. I mean, I like the multiverse thing, but I would have liked to have seen Kraven. It would have been cool. Maybe could have tied him to Black Panther, you know, kind of be like, oh, like he was a big African game hunter or something. It would have been cool. But I'm not complaining about Tobey and Andrew, so this is just another off-topic like thing. So it's weird because like at the end of Homecoming, they teased Scorpion, right? We didn't see him in Far From Home, and I honestly don't think we're gonna see Scorpion in No Way Home at all. And it's weird because they did the same exact thing in Shazam, where they teased Dr. Sivana teaming up with Mr. Mind, and literally he's not. Dr. Sivana's not gonna be in Shazam 2. So it's like, why do they always do these things where like they tease like a villain? They're like, oh, he's gonna be in the next movie, and then the next movie it's a completely different villain, and the villain that they tease is nowhere to be found. Like, it's like Scorpion, that was like in 2017, and we still haven't seen him. Like, why do they do that? Like, it's like Scorpion, and oh, Mysterio, identity gone, multiverse. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, that'll pretty much be it for this video. I don't really have any more like theories. I feel so tired. Yeah, my social battery is like, our camera talking battery is like drained right now. So I'm gonna go put this together, and yeah. But yeah, hopefully, you know, we all watched the movie and we all love it. Comment below your theories about what you think's gonna happen in the movie. I'm going to see it. I'll probably end up making a review with maybe a friend or maybe just by myself. So look out for that. But yeah, have a great day, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you later.